the 48.
They'd almost let him back in line. I don't know if he meant to hit the 48, but that's what you're going to see. A little give and take. You know, he gets in there a little deep. He doesn't maybe mean to hit the 48, but there has to be room.
You used the word patience earlier. We're only on lap 4.
Well, listen, the 48 was...
Well, he said, I mean, like really tight, like something's wrong.
And you see off the rear bumper of Denny Hamlin, the 42 of Kyle Larson's trying to take advantage of that. And this is where Denny has to make a decision because the 42 is going to continue to have that run. How much does he want to defend? We saw a little bit of bump. That same bump, a little bit firmer, you could be up the track losing multiple spots.
Yeah, and how does tight affect the race car? Tight is the car will not roll. He's able to go so much faster through the center of the corner, but then accelerate earlier to try to get a run on Denny Hamlin. Denny's doing a really nice job of holding him off, and he needs to. Again, we've talked about that long line of cars behind him.
Already putting the bumper to him. Fresher tires on the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. has brought that 78 right up to the back bumper of Joey.
The one advantage Joey Logano has.
So good. He's proved it throughout the years. He knows how to be patient. He knows how to deal with situations, deal with problems. It's lap 59. Long way to go, and he's just got to be patient and get the most out of it, but not do something that's going to put himself in jeopardy.
Well, then we see, as we watch these guys,
allow it, and they just move him out of the way. So it's always a decision. Lap 79 only. How aggressive do I need to be to protect these spots?
It's funny, our Ram Guts and Glory from earlier as the battle for the lead once again takes place, and Martin Truex Jr.
where you can get into the corner wide and high and make a straighter run off the bottom to save that forward drive. But early in the run, you need to be on the bottom.
And when you have that grip, you just try to make the track as short as you can possibly make it. When you lose the grip, you try to open the track up a little bit.
Time winner at this racetrack right behind him in the 88.
This is when it's so difficult to be able to be patient and know that if this goes 80 laps, I've got to have some rear tire left on the car for the drive off and getting into the corner. So
early in a run is where are you? If you're sitting there running in a position that if you get a caution, you're going to restart in 5th, 7th, 9th on the inside, then you don't push quite so hard. But if you have a restart position that's going to put you on the outside, then you aggressively go try to take that spot. Because if you're going to get a short run, you have to assume you're not going to pit. And so there's a strategy involved in that as well. Just all right together.
Yeah, not only is it important for him to get him information about cars around him, but giving him opportunities to get back in line. We know how important that bottom line is. Knowing a good spotter is a spotter that knows there's a hole there and knows it's
the 7th now.
Yeah, I think Denny's as good as the top 3. You see the Toyotas in the top 3. I think Denny's as good as they are, if not better.
Truex Jr., Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch, the top 3, Logano.
Better. He's obviously fallen off to the 20 and the 18.
This has been a great battle between the 48 and the 11 for probably 15 laps now. Let's listen into the 11 radio.
Keselowski is trying to work the outside to get by the 11.
For these guys for the championship, but this is what it's all about. Every point counts.
But you see a tremendous amount of respect because Denny Hamlin is...
The fact that it is so difficult here, that's why you cherish it so much. The history, the heritage, how difficult it is, all those things make you want that clock in the worst way.
And remember, Rick, next time the 48 and the 11 line up next to one another, because that's how racing works. At some point, I have to believe in the second half of this race, there's going to be a point where the 48 and the 11 are near one another, and we will see then. Was Jimmy Johnson, does he feel he'd been wronged, or does he feel Denny Hamlin had the right to put the bumper to him?
How aggressive. Another driver who doesn't seem to have found something is the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Kelly?
He was running fourth, Rick, when he got hit with that speeding.
Making his last Martinsville start and race is the 14 of Tony Stewart's. We watch the 4 of Kevin Harvick.
The fastest car here at the end of this run. So we're now 123 laps into this run.
Mick Murray, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, and Allmendinger, the 10 cars on the lead lap.
Put Denny Hamlin in a position of having to do the same thing. And watch behind them. There's a yellow car creeping back in.
Hamlin, Kenseth, and Kyle Busch running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Jimmy Johnson still out front.
And these guys have been going at it. They've been racing each other very hard, been respectful, but been a few touches here and there last year.
Yep.
He didn't win any races until he got to Homestead. He managed this season. He got what he deserved.
He and Adam Stevens working well together as we see close race.
Martinsville Speedway is to Hendrick Motorsports and Rick Hendrick himself. He told me earlier, he said, this feels like home to me. It's been such a critical race.